Give this next story in the mail to Paul, as I'd probably get arrested if Lewis was involved.
Well, I'm not going to sit on the fence with this one, I can tell you. Calling someone old could land Scots with a criminal record under new woke laws being introduced by the SNP to tackle ageism. Now, can we all agree at this point, it feels like the patients have overtaken the asylum. Being rude is not...
being Scotland.
Well, it is in this case, and this is all part of
a hate crime, right there.
Yeah, well, exactly, and luckily I'm not in Scotland, because you're absolutely right. I would be in danger of saying that and committing a hate crime in Scotland. Look, being rude is not a hate crime. Saying someone is old or a Karen is not a hate crime. It is rude, it's unpleasant, and we should probably do better. However, it's the last thing we've got. I mean, this is Scotland, for goodness sake. In Scotland, they are brilliant at being rude. Why would you take it away from them? Why would you take rudeness away from any of us? Because it's the last thing we've got now. We can't do anything else. Ageism is funny as well. I don't know. I mean, half my routines are gone now.
I mean, Lewis, partly, this whole thing is they're adding ageism to their previous characteristics of hate crime, which are sexuality. But isn't part of it that it doesn't really matter, there's not that many old people in Scotland?
Yeah, they all died of heroin.
Yes.
Heroin. I think it's kind of so funny, the idea you can be arrested and put in jail because of, this kind of thing. It's imagine the guy's in jail. What are you in for? What are you in for? I call Louis Schaefer a grumpy old man. Oh my God, you can't do that. You can't do that. I think it's similar to, can I put a little historical perspective on this? It's like we're in the end of days. It's like they got rid of Cromwell because he prevented people from dancing and singing and having parties, right? You learned that in your fancy school that you went to. And someday they're gonna say we're getting rid of the government here because they prevented people from kind of being rude to each other.
Yeah, but isn't the thing is that they passed this legislation, but they haven't actually enacted on it because they don't have the police power to be able to do anything about it. But also, I remember there was a thing about Humza Yousaf. He actually would have been done using this because he referred to Isla, as a man. And that actually breaks the legislation that he himself has put into place. It's ridiculous.
You could never have enough police officers to police this, because you'd literally need a police officer per conversation.